Yeah, I was watching a vlog of Giselle from Aspa, and she was with Somi, and then they asked the audience, the fans, like Giselle asked the audience if they would like her or love her for her natural beauty, and she was saying that she doesn't look good, like how she looked and everything like that, and Somi was asking if people will love her for sides that people don't really know her for. My thing is I'm not a woman. I know women are really insecure with their appearance, and it's not their fault. It's really because of how brainwashed society is, and how they feel like they have to be this perfect being in order to be loved and everything like that and appreciated. I think they both look really great. I'm pretty sure Somi was wearing makeup. She looked great with her makeup, and Giselle wasn't wearing makeup at all. She looked beautiful. I think women look really beautiful naturally. Like, I really like Lalisa. Lalisa looks amazing. Like, barefaced, just natural beauty, and she looks amazing with makeup as well. I used to really not like makeup when I was younger. Um, I still don't prefer it. I like women who just I really like a natural looking person. Like, I notice women who really take care of themselves and their skin and everything like that and their health, they look really beautiful just naturally. Just naturally. When they're just balanced in themselves and everything like that. You know, to be completely honest, if you wanna from everything I've seen so far up to this point, what makes someone really beautiful is when they're one, I guess we could start with parents, I guess. With parents, what makes someone beautiful is being healthy in there. That bothers the fuck out of me. I'm so sorry. Sorry, there's just a paper towel on the ground that bothered me. But what makes someone beautiful in the parents is someone who's really healthy in their body. They eat right, they exercise, they sleep, they don't stress. All these things that make them that keep their body right, and they take care of their bodies and everything like that. It's not about wearing certain amounts clothes. It's not about your figure or everything like that. Everyone has a unique figure. For me, what turns me off when I look at someone is it's less about them being super skinny or super big. It's what turns me off. It's more about how they treat their body. So for me, if someone's I would say overweight, it's less about them being overweight. It's more about them. To me, it seems like they don't value their body and they don't value themselves. So it's more about valuing yourself. If you value yourself and you take care of yourself, that's attractive. You're automatically attractive. But if you don't value yourself and you're just killing yourself, you're just not disciplined, you're not treating your body right, then you're not going to be attractive to me, at least, you know? And that can be said in reverse. Someone who can be, not eating, and there's just extreme dieting where they're just a stick. That's not attractive. You're dying, you're not taking care of yourself. That's not attractive. So it's more about being in a healthy, your body's just being healthy. Some people are meant to be skinny. I try so hard to be bigger, but I'm meant to be skinny. Some people are meant to be on the bigger side. As long as you're healthy and you take care of yourself, that's all that matters. You know? That's all that matters. Seriously. So, appearance wise, I feel like people put way too much in appearance when really, to be completely honest with you, from things I've seen, man, one, if people aren't really drawn, you don't want people to be drawn to you appearance wise, because it's just shallow. It's shallow. Anyone who really just only cares about your appearance, they don't really love you for who you are. I don't give a fuck what people say. I don't fucking care. Oh, it's cliche, blah blah. I don't fucking care. people need to love you for who you are in spirit and who you are, like your actual being, not just your fucking body. So many people look the fucking same. Seriously, do you just want to be another fucking person that just looks the same? You want to be with someone who actually loves you for who you are. Because if they don't love you for who you are, then that means they're just gonna like you for that version. It's gonna be conditional love. So you have to keep on trying to be that person that they want you to be. You know, see, that's like with me. Like, I don't give a fuck if people like me for like if they like me or they don't. Because people who really like me, they're just gonna like me for who I am. That's why I look terrible right now. My hair's fucked up. I look terrible. I don't care. I really don't care. I just want to make this video. I don't really care enough. You know, people can be like, oh, you're ugly, blah, blah, blah. But when I feel like taking care of myself and looking good and everything like that, when I'm in the mood for it, I'm gonna look amazing. But like every time I get on the camera, I don't need to look my best. You know, I'm normal. And when you do that, people like it's more attractive when you just when you're just natural, you just act naturally. You don't need to always look your best because everyone doesn't always look their best, right? And then people may get this like fake persona from you. Sometimes people need to see you for who you are, actually. Yeah, you know, I think what really makes someone attractive is seeing them for who they actually are, seeing the complexities of them, seeing their whole character, seeing what kind of person they are, how genuine they are. You know, quirks, they're like quirky side, their imperfections, all these different things. That's what makes someone perfect. Well, not perfect. That's what makes someone attractive. Just them, just them being them. You know, you don't always need to look perfect. You know, why? Like, is anyone who really loves you for you, they just appreciate you just for who you are. You know, they're not gonna want you to always try to be like this supermodel or whatever the fuck. That person only likes the supermodel. They don't like you for who you actually are. They only like that version of you. So if you're not that version, you have to constantly act like that. And then it can fuck with your body because now you're doing surgeries and you're doing all these different things to make yourself look like that, and it's just gonna fuck you up, and it's just gonna warp your mind, and then you're gonna think you're always ugly when you're really beautiful, you know? So it's really important to realize that just take care of yourself. Be happy in your body. You know, it's important to sit with yourself and to just be alone and just see yourself for who you actually are and just take away all the programming, all like the friends' opinions, all the public opinions and everything like that. Sit with yourself and just be honest with yourself and just be like, you know, do I actually like what I look like? Do I feel comfortable? Am I happy like this? Without trying to impress anybody. Just don't try to impress anybody. Don't think about it. Just ask, am I happy like the way I am? Even if I don't look my best. And if you say yes, then that's really good. And then you just build on that. You should never try to impress anyone but yourself. Because ultimately what I realize life is just about impressing yourself. That's ultimately what life is about. It's only about impressing yourself. Life is really selfish because we only care about people who we can resonate with. So once you realize that, anyone who really meant to be in your life are pretty much reflections of you. So they're pretty similar to you, right? So pretty much if you realize that, you realize all you have to do is just really just appreciate yourself and love yourself and acknowledge yourself and to be comfortable with yourself. And then you'll be surrounded with people who are more like that. But if you don't master that, you'll start to be around people who can be like you, or yeah, they may be like you and everything like that and understand you. But if you're so egotistical to the point where you don't realize that you guys have these like common grounds, that's where there could be rips and stuff like that. And you can think that they may not like you for your natural self. But everyone's flawed. Everyone has bad days. Everyone has good days. And really like a lot of things that mess us up and brainwash us is just from like the media and everything like that, and from like mainstream stuff, society and everything like that. It's really important to get back to like the roots of things, and that's yourself, you know. appreciate yourself and love yourself. You know, it sucks so much, like seeing throughout time, like so many women will be like, "Oh, I don't look good," or do all these things to try and impress these guys, but or feel so insecure when they're like super beautiful just the way they are. Amazing personalities, amazing souls, precious souls, you know, beautiful bodies, all these different things, beautiful faces, elegant hair, all these different things. But then what fucks them up is not feeling comfortable with themselves, not knowing how to validate themselves, and then being surrounded by people who are jealous of them and make them feel away, and then that makes them feel even more insecure. And then people who say, oh, they don't look good, or they're not good enough for this or good enough for that. All of it's bullshit, you know? It's not really wise to listen to people's opinions too much. You know, it's never good to be completely arrogant, but it is like, or delusional, because there are people who are delusional. Trust me, there are a lot of delusional people, but like, it's really good to just be honest with yourself. You know, that's something I had to learn with my music, you know. I didn't have that with my body as much as I had with my music. I did have some kind of like body dysmorphia stuff going on for a little bit, but mostly it was like the music that was like that I had like imposter syndrome with. But yeah, man, I'm tired of seeing you amazing, beautiful women, mind, body, and spirit. And then you guys are like, oh, will he like me for being this way? Oh, will he hate me? Bro, if he doesn't like you for who you are, bro, and like so many guys, like I just watch this shit. So many guys, they would just do whatever the fuck they want to do and expect for the girl or whatever to just be with them. But like if the girl does anything like abnormal or like that triggers his mind, it's wrong. Right? But he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. That shit's so weird. That's the weirdest shit. I never understood that. That shit's so fucking, it makes no sense to me. I don't get it. I really don't. Like, why do you have your girl on a leash like that? That's so weird. Just let her be free, you know? Like, for me, I like being around people who just be yourself. You make me uncomfortable by you not being yourself, because I can tell you're just, like, trying to impress me and everything. Dude, you don't need to do the right thing all the time. Fuck up. Make mistakes. It's fine. It's okay. Like, don't you, like, because you kind of, like, because when you embody that energy, you transfer that energy. That's where like awkward like situations come from, awkward energy comes from, usually people being afraid to make mistakes, you know. And a lot of that stems from like from our environment and stuff like that. But you know, but it's really important to just be yourself, be your natural self, just be you. You don't need to impress anyone but yourself. And that's how you end up attracting the people who are meant to be in your life, the right people. Because if you try to impress people, you really shouldn't try to impress anybody, because if you try to impress people, you're going to repulse the people who are meant to be in your life, because they're not going to want to be around you because you're not your natural self. It reminds me of Mob Psycho. Like with Mob, like Shigeru. Shigeru had this crush on this girl. I forgot her name. Was it? No, I think no, that's another girl from a different anime. But he had this crush on this girl, right? And they knew each other since they were kids. When they were kids, when he was just natural of his psychic abilities and he was just more expressive, she was into him and she really liked him and everything like that. But after an incident where he had like a traumatic episode and he started becoming more like his natural, like the way how he is now, he's just like really just like emotionless and detached. That's when, and just like really like anxious and nervous and all these different kind of things. That's when she started distancing herself from him because he's not being his natural self. You know, she likes him for who he actually is and how he actually is, for his mistakes, for the wrong he does, for the good things he do, like just for him being him. You know, we like people, we're drawn to people because we just like their natural selves. We're not drawn to people. We don't like fake shit. We're conditioned to believe that we like fake shit, but we really don't like fake shit. We don't. No one does. No one likes anything that's fake. No one does. No one at all. No one does. You may think you do, but you really don't. You can be so conditioned to it to the point where you think you do, but you don't. We like real things and real people, but we get so used to all this fake shit that we think that that's what we want and that's what we like, when that's not reality. So, girls, women, I love you for what you look like naturally. As long as you're healthy, mind, body, and spirit, you're always beautiful to me. As long as you're healthy, just be healthy. That's all that matters. Don't try to impress other people. Impress yourself. Be happy with yourself. I want to start seeing women impress themselves and be confident within themselves instead of trying to impress men that don't give a fuck about them. You know, it's a sad thing. It really is. You know, value yourself and understand that the only person that needs to really admire and love you is yourself. And whoever wants to admire you for all the complexities of yourself, the imperfections of yourself, and the good qualities of yourself, that's a great thing. Let them admire you, but don't try to have people admire you for being someone that you're not, because they don't like you for who you are. They like you for a character that you're portraying. They don't like you for who you are, so then you're gonna always feel empty because they don't actually like you for you, and you know it in your soul. You know they don't like you for you. They like you for who you think for who they think you are. So it's important to just be yourself, just be natural, just be you. So yeah, both of those girls, Somi, she's beautiful, platonic, platonic. It's beautiful, and so is Giselle, platonic. It's platonic. You know what platonic means, right? Friendly. It's friendly. But yeah, I just want to say that because like I really care about people, and I don't like seeing these things, like all these like beautiful like women, and like just like in all aspects, like, you know, both of those women, they have amazing minds, amazing souls, they're doing amazing things. And you know, I would love to be around people like that. Like I'm constantly around people who are not really all that, you know. So being around people like that would be awesome. But like, you really should realize how great you are. And I'm not a hypocrite. I had my struggles with it as well, and I had to learn myself. So, you know, it's important to just appreciate yourself. You don't have to be arrogant with it, but just take yourself away from the things that are demanding so much from you, and just appreciate yourself. You know, look at my page. I do so much weird shit. I eat bones. I do a lot of things that people don't like, but it makes me happy. You know, trying to do things that aren't me doesn't make me happy. I'd rather do things that are weird that's not hurting anyone. I'm not hurting anyone. It's just that people aren't used to it. And, you know, I'm used to that, like being the outcast and being someone that people overlook and think it's weird and everything like this, and being discriminated against and everything like that and isolated. It's more fun and freeing. That's why I'm able to have fun with myself so much. That's why I'm able to be so happy. Even though I'm alone, but at least when I'm alone, I don't feel as alone because I have myself and I'm able to be my natural self. There's so many people who are so used to being someone else around people that they're surrounded by people and they don't know themselves and they feel empty. And then when they're by themselves, they don't know themselves because they're so used to being someone that they're not. So it's not good to lose yourself, you know? Appreciate yourself. Look at me. I have a badass nose. It's like a shotgun barrel. I love it though. It's me. It's what, you know, it's what I'm supposed to be. So just appreciate yourself for who you are, you know? And everyone's beautiful. So just understand that. So yeah. Just want to say that. Take care. Love you all.